Welcome back, Sports Tonight, on your award-winning sports-loving channels television. Remember, you can be part of the show. Yes, I love it when you get involved. You can talk to us on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. You can send us an email, sportstonight@channelstv.com. You can make use of the hashtag para-powerlifting. Yes, let's show some love to Nigeria's para-powerlifters. At the Lagos International Powerlifting Championship, they won 42 medals. 20 gold medals. They just look, every other person that came there said, just come and clap for us. Nigeria are undisputed champions, and these are special athletes. I love it so much, and I just hope that we can continue to support them, push them to continue making an impact. So hashtag para-powerlifting, hashtag NPFL, because we have some rescheduled results for you tonight on the program. Hashtag EPL. Yes, some important games also going down in the English Premier League. But let me give you this update. Nigeria's home-based Eagles have been handed a bye. Yes, they said take a bye to the second round of qualification for the 2020 African Nations Championship, exclusively for footballers playing in their domestic league. Remember the CHAN? Yes, the African Nations Championship. That's what it is. The home-based Eagles will face the winner from the two-leg fixture between Togo and Benin Republic. 47 teams are engaged in a battle for 15 places to join the host country, Ethiopia, for the final tournament of the 6th edition. The format of the competition remains unchanged and will be played on a zonal basis to determine the finalists for the competition. It's good. I love the CHAN because to a large extent is a reflection of league football in these different African countries. So this time around, let's see what the Nigerian team can do.
Yeah, we've always done well relatively, and the last time out we did quite well, qualified for the final, but they were trashed silly by Morocco 4-0, and it was really.
Do they have a better league?
Well, of course they do. I mean, Raja Casablanca, I mean, you don't want to mention, and the rain didn't help matters on that day. But the thing is that it provides an opportunity, a platform for our young players to showcase their skill. I just hope that those in the national team, the manager, would take time to look at what we have in terms of talent. I believe we have quality. You know, when you look at players who've left the league and they are doing well in Europe relatively well, there must be something about the Nigerian league that is special in terms of the players that we have. I just hope that they would have that patience to be able to look at the talent. And Buy is expected. Togo, Benin, you know, so I mean, we are a big boy, whether we like it or not. Yeah, I mean,
we must start acting like big boys.
Yes, we are.
The world shouldn't keep saying, "Oh, Nigeria, they are big," and then we come out and start acting like we're not.
Yeah. We definitely, you know, we are big. We know that, and thank God our teams are also doing well on the continent this time. And Lobby Stars, you know, and Rangers as well. I just hope they do well so that we can, you know, get the number of slots that we used to have before. But the CHAN has always been an opportunity for young lads to showcase their skill. I know that this time out it won't be an exception. And we look forward to the qualifying series.
So we look forward to the qualifying series. I wish the team all the best, and then we hope that that machinery that produces the players, which is the league, will continue to be effective, will be productive. Yeah. That's why we keep saying league football must be top-notch. There's a lot of things.
It must be on TV. We need to see it.
I know. You guys have been clamoring for this. The same thing Cosmos said yesterday. Everybody would love to see it on TV, but it's not on TV now, but let's just do what we can to make sure that it stays professional. That's the part that is important. From men's league football to women's league football, Nigeria does very well. And Rivers Angels striker, can you believe it, that Rivers Angels that won at the ITO Cup last year couldn't even finish third at the Super 4. That's development right there. That tells you that the league is getting competitive.
Yeah, it is getting competitive. I used to refer to them as the Galacticos, you know, of our league, because most of the top top players that we have in the Falcons are actually from Rivers Angels, you know, the Maybes and the others, and you know. But the league is developing. I mean, you know, once you are a top team, you become too big to hide. You become very visible, and you are more or less a template for others to look at, and you know they want to improve, and you know they look at you, they study you, and if you're not careful, you'll be beaten. It's exactly what has happened. I just hope Edwin, you know, Kohn has learned his lesson. I'm sure you went there thinking that it would be a stroll, but this time our Sunshine Stars even had to give them the top this match, and you know, so really it's a learning curve for them. I just hope they would learn from this experience and come back next year, you know, later in the year and do better.
Yeah. So it's good We love what we're also seeing with women's football in the country. Yeah. Shout out to Aisha Falode and her team in the Nigerian Women's Football League board. Let's do more. So the competition is getting competitive. Our players are beginning to see reasons to up the game, raise the bar. We must do same administratively. We must keep the standards. We must respect international, standards, and then do the right things for our league football to keep going. And that's why Rivers Angels striker Vivian Ikechukwu, she says the team has moved on from their disappointing campaign at the NWPL Super 4. That's the Nigerian Women's Premier League Super 4. And they're looking forward to the Championship Shield.
They don't have a choice. And breaking news earlier today, Bayelsa United, they were received by the state governor.
Bayelsa Queens.
Bayelsa Queens, yes, sustain. And the state governor gave them 22 million. And that's massive, and the boss as well. So receiving necessary support from the state government. So it's good to see that rewards are coming in. These ladies they need all the support they can get, and it shows that a lot of attention is being paid to female football. I just hope, we'll get to the continent. I mean, South Africa, they play some measure of, domestic football as well. Let us have competitions within the continent, and let's test our strengths.
Test our strength, and then let it translate to national glory. You can confidently go to the league, pick players that can represent the country. So congratulations once again to Bayelsa Queens, champions of the Nigerian Women's Premier League. They will meet familiar foe again, Rivers Angels in the championship shield. And Rivers Angels striker Vivian Ikechukwu says, look, it's time to go back, discover our mistakes and then grow. Let's listen to her.
All I can say is that I think this Super 4 wasn't on our favor this time. So we don't need to kill anybody, and we will not take it hard on ourselves. We'll take it the way we see it and go back home and wrap it up where we failed to do it well. The resumption date, we resumed very late, based the fact that they are postponing the Super 4, this and that. But then I don't want to put any blame on anything. We've lost. No blame on anybody. Thank God you said about the Community Shield, which we will come for it. I think after the Community Shield, the league may kick off. I'm assuring, like I said, the fans of Rivers Angels, the good, loving sponsor of Rivers Angels, Rivers State government, not to lose hope on us. We are still the pride of the jewel of Rivers State. We will do better this season, and we will break these jinx of this Super 4 this season.
Well, I would say it's awesome because this is my first experience, and I've really prepared for it. Individually, as a team, we work together collectively, and well, the outcome wasn't that good, but it was a good experience for me. Well, the last season we won the championship here in Lagos, so I don't know the venue for the next one, but since we'll be participating on the next one, definitely we'll win it. When you are playing in a very top team, very high, so there's a lot of high expectations from you as a player, and being the champion, to be a champion is very, very easy, but to maintain that position is very, very hard. So you just have to be consistent in whatever you are doing. So let's just say we just have to go back to the drawing board, talk to ourselves as the players. The coaching crew, they will do their part as officials. Then we'll rectify our mistakes and come out strong.
So that's what it is. I go back, identify the mistakes, and come back strong. We love it, those of us following women's football. Rivers Angels, they are the team to beat. So everybody now knows that when they see Rivers Angels, they tie gilly.
Yeah, Austin, I love the fact that she said it's her first time out. That's how you grow. I mean, when you have young players coming through the line, what it does is that keeps the line of production going, and it shows that indeed you are going to grow. And the Rivers Angels, they have themselves to blame, and nobody cannot blame the officials. It's always good when you lose fairly and squarely. There are no stories. They know that they need to improve, and going forward, that's just the only way they can get better.
So that's it. We'll continue to monitor. Shout out once again to, in fact, the 4 teams that competed at the NWPL Super 4. Nasarawa Amazons also put up a good showing, defeated Rivers Angels once again. And so Rivers Angels now, when they see Nasarawa Amazons, they won't hear any story. So shout out to Bayelsa Queens, Nasarawa, Sunshine Queens, and Rivers Angels. We just hope that these ladies will continue to give us good football, entertain us, and then it will continue to be for the good of football development in the country. Let's get on with the show now. Talk about other men's football. The Nigeria Professional Football League. We saw some rescheduled games today. Those teams that gained promotion to the league, you know, we said they needed to rest from match day 1 and 2. So they're playing those games now. And of course, Enugu Rangers busy in the continent. Busy on the continent. They also had their match. So today's result: Wiki Tourists defeated Bendel Insurance 1-0. Enugu Rangers 1. Niger Tornadoes 0. Rivers Angels 1. Remo Stars 0. So it's 1-1-1.
Yeah.
We didn't see much goals, but these victories are good enough for these teams. Remember, it's an abridged league, and of course, 8 teams going down, 4 from each of the groups, Group A and B. So anybody that is winning now.
That's why I'm really very worried about Aqua. You know, but leave that. But great result for Rivers Angels, and Remo Stars losing their first game. Rivers Angels on their own part.
Bendel Insurance too.
Bendel Insurance as well losing. Rivers Angels 4 games now unbeaten, and Remo Stars losing. Rangers on their own part also doing well. It's actually week 1 rescheduled game that they played today, and they won courtesy of Bright Silas. You know, Pascal Seka missed the setter there, you know, but still following up with the result at the weekend against Eyimba, where Ajani Ibrahim was the scorer at the 40th minute. And great result for them there. They're waxing stronger. Gombe United, I was listening to Ladan Boso earlier in the day, said the management wants to stay at the top as a priority. You know, that considering the fact that they actually came from, you know, the nation where the NNL last year. But he himself said he wants them to be at the top. You know, they want to stay top, as in stay in NPFL. But he has a greater ambition. He wants them to be contending for, be around the top 4. But today they lost against Yobe Desert Stars, and it's an away game. I just hope that they'll wake up from that experience. Yeah,
so that's what it is. So with that result in Group A, Rivers Angels are now top of that group. So let's see. So more fixture for you. Go round. We'll take on Kada City. That's a Group B fixtures tomorrow in the Nigeria Professional Football League. So there's something to look forward to if you're around. Our game will be played in Omuko, right?
Yeah.
So go around also.
It's a fortress. It's actually a fortress
for them, but let's see. You never know.
They haven't lost in 4 years.
Newly promoted. Kada City newly promoted. It's football. Anything can happen. We keep talking about when Kano Pillars had that also, and then one small Nasarawa United when they are just stunned them. So these things happen. It's football. We'll just see what will come out of that one. Go around. We'll take on Kada City tomorrow. We'll continue to talk about it. Let me give you updates coming from the English Premier League. Half time in that match between AFC Bournemouth and Chelsea, and it's still goalless. So let's see. Chelsea, they need that one. Let's see what they can do with it. Southampton, they're a goal down to Crystal Palace. I knew that was going to be a very difficult one for them at St. Mary's. We got to go Wilfred Zaha with the goal for Crystal Palace as well. Liverpool, they're still keeping a 1-0 lead over Leicester City. As early as the 3rd minute, Sadio Mane scored for Jurgen Klopp's team, while Tottenham and Watford are still playing goalless. The English Premier League will continue to monitor what's going on with that one. But the surprise as you expect, with the way the table is looking, that Chelsea by now could have gotten something against Bournemouth.
They are sentenced to winning. They just have to win today. They don't have a choice because they're on the same point now with Arsenal, and they're breathing down their neck. And United as well, not being far off. They are 2 points, ahead of United. So they really need to get a result today. They are 4 points ahead of Tottenham. So Tottenham is drawing now, but you can't rule out the possibility of them getting a result, getting a positive result. They are playing Gonzalo Higuain. He's starting for the first time, and I just for the second time, and so really I just hope they are able to get a result. But Chelsea, each time they don't score in the first half, they tend to struggle more in the second half. They always want to get they want to get going from beginning. But if they are unable to, you realize that second half becomes a 50-50 arrangement. And they know that they really have to go all out and get a result this time. And they don't have a choice. But Bournemouth are proving to be stubborn. Liverpool as well. I thought by now they would have been more than a goal up. But once it stays 1, possibility of Leicester getting an equalizer is there. I thought by now, they would have made it 2, but it won't be easy. But at the end of it, I expect Liverpool to get a positive result and go 7 points clear. I know that they really don't have a choice. This is one of their best. They really have to go ahead of City.
So let's see. That's what they can do. Let's go back to the Nigeria Professional Football League. I just wanted us to see what's going on right there in the English Premier League and talk about that Group B. Group B is looking very interesting. FC Ifeanyi Ubah, what a run they are having this season.
It's quite strange. Nobody saw that coming. Prior to that, last season, they had all manner of issues, about 15 players, players unpaid and administrative issues, deniers here and there of salary being owed. Nobody saw this one coming. They recruited well, and so far, I mean, the results they've churned out have been unbelievable. Winning away and, unbeaten so far is something that nobody saw coming. The result that the likes of, we were expecting from the likes of Aqua United.
Aqua comfortably at the bottom of that table.
And they have not won a game so far. I mean, it's very, very disturbing. And but if the players have been able to settle in and getting the results this early.
11 points.
That's what I'm saying. 11 points leading conveniently. And when you look at the fact that it is the top 4 teams that will qualify, for that particular, you realize that they are really very, very comfortable, and they could go ahead even if they end up as second. They will still qualify, to play in the Super 8. So it's a great result for them. I just hope that the likes of Aqua would wake up and get their acts together. It would really be a total shame if a team like Aqua is involved in a relegation battle. It would be a shame. I mean, when you look at the management, and I understand the job of Everton is on the line now as a result. I'm sure the Etubong himself will be very, very concerned as well.
But they've just played 3. They just played 3 matches and 2 points from it. We understand that this is Aqua, but it's not just FC Ifeanyi Ubah. If you look at some of the top teams that are in that Group B, you'll be wondering what's really going on. There's Kano Pillars there. There's Plateau United there. There's Nasarawa United. There's Abia Warriors also in that Group B. But let's talk about Go Round and Kada City. Go Round, they've played 3 matches and they have 4 points. That's decent for a team.
It is decent.
That's about 2 years ago, just gained promotion out to the league.
And they've been able to build a fortress of that, their venue, Moko. They are probably the least supported team, so I understand less than 1,000 fans usually show up at that stadium to watch them, but they haven't lost a game, Austin, in 4 years. And that is massive. And it's just like what we have with El Kanemi in Maiduguri. Very, very difficult to penetrate. And they've won one away in a game this season as well. So they're looking very promising. And at this stage, being at the position they are in, not engaged and broad in relegation, because it starts early when you begin to struggle to get results at the early stage. Somehow it has a way of affecting, future games, because there'll be a time where points will be very, very difficult to get in this league. Teams will begin to capitalize to get home results. And I just love the fact that they are still up and they've been able to be the fortress at home.
Let's see what the problem could be if we can get that match between Aqua United and Plateau United that ended 2-2. Because we're not trying to say, people make mistakes. From the first game that Ojolo Releke made that blunder and then they lost. The next game, they played well, but you could tell with this Aqua United team, because I'm looking at the table now and it's really, it's worrisome for them. Yes, it's disturbing. So if you see when the highlights come up, if you see there's just something wrong with you not being able to defend a lead that you got in the 81st minute.
Yeah, I saw the goal that Bernard Voke scored when he took out Juwon Shanu. It was quite embarrassing. The shimmy wasn't much, but Juwon just caved in almost freely, and it was quite easy when he was able to beat the defense, and even the other defender that should have shielded Juwon was found wanting as well. At times when you sign when you sign a team, you just have to ask. You sign 12 players, but do they reinforce the existing strength of the team?
That's what we That's part of.
What is the balance?
No, because look, you cannot. It's difficult to blame anyone. It's just football just happened on that day.
We can begin to. We can begin.
But I'm just saying, if they had won this match, maybe that would have just been the start of their season.
Yeah, but Plateau, they are a good side. You have to give credit to them. When you look at the last that have joined them, they are a very, very, very solid side. I mean, they won the league last year, 2 years ago. I mean, they will always be solid. It won't be easy. And Aqua, I want to believe the problem with Aqua really is that the players they signed have not gelled. And I doubt if there is that balance, general balance. I mean, you can have a Hazard in the middle, have a what's it called? You can also have a Messi and all those top players. The issue now is that who will fall back?
I know.
Do you have the players that will fall back and track back? Do you have a solid midfield position? Do you have good defense? Because if you have top strikers and you don't have a solid midfield, the odds are they will begin to play deep.
That's what happened. Mfono did his bid, got a brace, but then
they
couldn't just take it.
They have a solid, just that the balance is the problem.
It is what it is. Yeah. So we'll continue to take a look at the Nigeria Professional Football League. We love it, but let's go on this quick break. When we come back, more updates from the English Premier League and what's going on with Neymar. I'll tell you. Don't go anywhere. Stay.